Welcome to Terahertz Zoom class here. Tonight, we are going to talk about water and health and about drinking good water, which is being resonated by the award-winning, overperformed, but underpriced Terahertz 0.96 healthy water device. The speaker for tonight will share with you a lot of information on this device. And we are very grateful that we are permitted to be in this Zoom class here. And we have to offer sincere gratitude to Terahertz Malaysia, the management and staff, and also the management and staff of Terahertz Global Singapore that make it happen that we have this English Zoom class here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have to offer our most sincere gratitude to Mr. George New. Without him bringing this awesome device to Malaysia first, followed by Singapore, Indonesia, Taiwan, and now we are in more than 30 countries. Then we won't be here tonight on this Wednesday Zoom class because we will be going to talk about this awesome device and the sharing that we have gathered from the ground. And of course, not forgetting Brian, who is always diligently supporting us at the back, in the back scene, Ladies and gentlemen, I would appreciate that all would abide to the SOP of being on the webinar. Please ensure that you are properly attired before you on your video. If you're not properly attired, then we'll suggest that you're off the video and sit back and relax and listen to what our speaker is going to present. And we also appreciate that there's no interruption while the speaker is delivering her speech, or rather her class. We will very appreciate that right now, that if you can type in 1, if it's the first time, if you are from Brunei, 1B, and you're from Malaysia, 1M, and if you're from Australia, 1A, or from the USA, 1U. So, wow, seems like these are all existing members. So my name is Carissa. I'm your MC for this evening. I'm from the beautiful islands of Singapore, which is right at the southern tip of Peninsular Malaysia. And we also have our speaker for the night. She's also from Singapore, from the Full RC the team. So the speaker herself, she has quite a number of years in the early childhood. She's a certified early childhood teacher, 8 years. And she's also in marketing in the earlier years where she did a lot of marketing for children product, especially the famous brand, the Garfield brand. And right now she's also a certified housing agent. More than a year ago, one day while she was at, that was before the COVID-19 time, that a lot of Singaporeans love to drive into Johor, our nearest Malaysian town, for shopping, for eating supreme. So she was there and somebody offered her a cup of water. And guess what? She actually ran after that lady for another 6 more cups of water. I think that was the first time in her life that, what water is this? That, that made me run for 6 more cups. And of course, subsequently, she brought in the device and she became a stockist, the good faith in this device. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's welcome our speaker for the evening, Linda Chua. Thank you.
Thank you, Krisa. A very good evening to everybody. Today we're going to talk about the importance of water. Are you all able to see the slide? Krisa? Krisa, are you able to see the slide?
No.
Oh, hold on.
No.
It's shared already. Hold on. Share screen. Can see?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So today we're going to talk about the importance of drinking good water. So what are the 6 elements of life? Water, air, food, exercise, sleep, and emotion. Water is the source of life. So more than 70% of our human body is water, and 90% of our human blood is water. So the quality of the water directly affects our health. So the importance of water. So water is an important micronutrient of our human body composition. So water not only serve us as a solvent for various substances, but also aids in the cell metabolism and also constitutes to the external environment on which the cell depends on. If those who have attended the Zoom, I think two or 3 weeks ago, I was talking on hypertension, which why water is very important, and it is also one of the causes. Later in the slide, you will know that why water is important, and if we are drinking very little water or we are shortage of water, what will happen? So how many liters of water do you drink a day? So anybody can answer in your chat. How many liters of water do you drink a day? You all can put it in the chat. How many liters of water that you all drink a day? And are you drinking enough water? So according to US National Academy of Science, Engineering and Medicine, for men, an adequate daily fluid intake is about 15.5 cups, which is about 3.7 liters of water. For women, it's also about 11.5 cups, 2.7 liters of water. Or what y'all can do is that y'all can use your weight, divide by 30, and that is about roughly the intake of water that you need for your body per day. So what's the problem when we are lack of water? So when we are lack of water, because water is used as a carrier for transporting nutrients and exerting garbage and toxins. So if there is a shortage of water in our body, so the garbage toxins will remain in the blood and hereby to the inner walls of the wall vessels. And so it will implicate our causing blood sickness. So if once we are lack of water, you can see that we will be on, we will have the 3 highs, like high blood pressure, high lipid, which is like high cholesterol, and diabetics, high sugar level. So obesity also because due to lack of water. So we also have emotional loss of control, insomnia, forgetfulness, hair loss, constipation, fidget roundness, or dizziness, or even back pain. So you see a lot of elderly always complain that they have back pain, or ear pain, leg pain, because they actually lack of water. If you are to ask your parents, how many liters of water do your parents drink per day? I think most of the elderly can hardly drink a liter of water, 1 liter of water a day. Because of that, you can see that a lot of them are all suffering from all the 3 highs, or they are always having pain, especially the kneecap. Okay, for me, obesity is one that I felt and I feel strongly, because last time as Krisa has introduced, that I'm still currently property agent. So when we comes to do property in the morning, we'll try to get our things ready, and then there we goes. When we have our viewing, it's a whole day affair. So when it comes to drink water, I really drink less than a liter of water. So I'm saying, I'm talking about myself, that why am I so fat? Because actually, instead of like, I only ate a meal a day, but I still put on weight. Why? Breathing in air, I also can put on weight. That's because I'm lack of water. That's also why when I was introduced to water in JB, I actually was shortage of water, which I don't know myself, shortage of water. So I chased after water for another 6 cups of water. Imagine 7 cups of 250 ml I drank in less than an hour. So medicine is not as good as the food supplement, and the food supplement is not as good as the water supplement. Good water is the king of medicine. Good water is the source of longevity. So what is good and healthy water? Water that allows human cells to absorb quickly, accelerate metabolism, and increase cell vitality is considered as good water. So how to generate good water? In the 1980s, American scientists actually discovered a light called terahertz wave that is consistent with the frequency of vibration of human cell, which is a kind of light energy. It can resonate with the human body cell, thereby activating the cell. So scientists call this the wave of light. So what is the wave of light? So terahertz is one of the wave frequency unit. It is an invisible special electromagnetic wave. In 2004, the US government actually named terahertz technology as one of the top 10 technology that will change the future world. In 2005, China ranked terahertz technology as the first of the 10 key strategic goals for the national pillar, and give the nation strength to conduct in-depth research and development. So where is this mysterious light wave from? So it's actually located between microwave and infrared. So the frequency is 0.1 to 10 hertz. It's an invisible special electromagnetic wave. And the characteristic of this wave is actually it easily detect huge molecules grouped in organic matter. So it has strong penetration, and main thing is harmless to our body. So how does the cell drink water? The Nobel Prize 2003 in chemistry rewards Peter Egret for the discovering of water channel. So, and Roderick McKinney for structural and mechanism study of the ions channel. So the water channels, the cell membrane water channel is actually very narrow channel of 2 nanometer. So not all water can enter smoothly and exit the cell through the cell membrane water channel. So under the electrostatic force of the protein, water molecules actually enters the cell one by one through the channel. In nature, water molecules do not exist individually, but is in a form of molecule cluster. So for our terahertz device, once it has been resonate, it will become a single linear structure. So let's have a look. What is this terahertz healthy device about? Okay. Wait, give me a minute. This structure problem again. Hold on. Sorry about this technical problem we face again. Sorry. I think I have to share screen on a smaller version. I'm so sorry about the technical problem. Okay, this is our device, and these are some of the test sample result that we have. So for those newcomers, those that you require and need, please kindly ask from the person who introduced you. We have all these test results.
Linda,
Yep.
you're not sharing your slide.
Not sharing. Hold on.
Yeah.
I stop share first. Wait, hold on. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Share again. Is it sharing? Can you see?
Oh, yes. Now we can see.
Okay. I don't know why is it cannot go to the book again. Sorry, I think I have to share in this small screen instead of the slide. So for the 5 characteristics of this terahertz device is that it is antibacterial, antioxidants, anti-radiations, and he has 2L, which is low viscosity of 680 times lower than water, normal water. And it has a low viscosity of 7.6 hertz in NMR small molecules. What is NMR small molecules? Later I'll explain in the next slides. So terahertz functional water is in a single water molecule that makes it easier to pass through our cell membrane water channel with a kinesthetic energy, fast movement speed, high penetration force, strong dissolving power. So after entering the human body, it constantly activates our human cell and carry more nutrients, minerals, and oxygen that are beneficiary to our human body enter every corner of our cell so that the human cell are filled with clean, vibrant, and nutrients liquid, which can greatly promote the growth and the development of the cell and make the human cell more active So this is one of the beautiful function of our terahertz water. So what is single linear lined up? So in ordinary polymetic water molecules, the linear water molecules is in a single, after we resonate, it actually is in a linear water molecule structure. So cell only drink the right type of water. The structure change provide the cell with better water supply and increases the cell absorption rate. So it's just like this light. If in the normal water molecule, we have a cluster of 15 to 17 people in a circle. So like those in the market where the water has been filtered and there's some analyzed water. So they are about 5 to 7 people in a circle. But whereas for our terahertz device, once it's resonated, it becomes single linear lined up. It's just like, it's much easier for a single person to walk through a door than in a cluster of 15 to 17 or in a cluster of 5 to 7. So just now we are saying about the 7.6. So FWHM of MNR, functional water of the pure versus the purified water. So look at the graph over here that shows for the water that is functional water is about 80 hertz. For purified water, it's about 127 hertz. Let's look at the next one, where so the wider the full width of a half maximum, this is where we have the FWHM, means the bigger the molecule cluster, the poorer the quality of the water. So for our terahertz water is at 7.6 hertz. So looking at the width of our water is at 7.6. Look, for longevity village water is at 80 hertz. So it's at 80 hertz. So the wider the width of the half maximum, so this is the half maximum, the wider. So longevity village water is at 80 hertz. But how about the water that has been resonated by our device is actually at 7.6 hertz. So look at the next one, the characteristic of terahertz water is low frequency. That's what we meant by the 7.6 hertz. Look at the rainwater. For rainwater, we are looking at the various water cluster for reference. For the rainwater is at 208. Just now we saw the longevity village water is at 80, and distilled water is at 119, whereas the electrolyzed water is at 63. Tap water is around 110 to 132, and the well water is at 103, and mineral water is at 85. And look at our terahertz water, that means the water that go through the device is at 7.6. Okay, so this is where the 7.6 hertz come from. Now, the low viscosity of 680 times lower than the ordinary water. So those people who have drink our water, straight away or immediately, actually you can feel and taste the difference. Because of this low viscosity of 680 times, the texture of the water is soft and is smooth. So entering the cell, it increased the absorption rate of the blood vessel and the cell by 3 times. Okay, so there are some tests that we have proven. So before we drink the water, actually the blood sample that they have taken is all put together. And after drinking the water for 20 minutes, actually they can find that all the water become much healthy in circle form, the blood. Okay, next is the effectiveness of terahertz functional water is that it improves our blood viscosity. So the inner water molecules that are compatible with the human blood can directly enter into the bloodstream. So it increases the blood activity and it helps to exert the blood waste toxin and oil attached to the blood vessel wall, thereby significantly improve the blood viscosity. So for those who are drinking our terahertz water, you will find that after drinking some time, the first few times when if you are a newcomer who comes to get in touch and start drinking our water, for the first few times, you'll find that, why is it you kept running to the toilet? And you'll feel that the urine color is a bit more yellowish. That is actually helping you all to detox. So after that, subsequently, when you drink more, you'll find that your urine is more plain. But if you really take a good look at the plain or the urine that is you will actually feel a layer of oil. Actually, it does help to detox or help to exert the oil out. Okay, so it also helps in improve the metabolism. It helps to break down of the food and convert it into energy for the body. So for this, I feel that after drinking terahertz water, when I start, is that I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot, even without exercise. Usually when we exercise, then we sweat a lot. But for this, it really, after drinking the water, I sweat a lot. And even not only for me, my mother and my aunties all also sweat a lot. Yeah. Then next one, the 3A's, antibacterial, where you see after testing 3 minutes of terahertz healthy water treatment, the E. coli has been reduced by more than 90%. Okay. Next is antioxidants. So after 3 minutes of treatment with the terahertz healthy water device, the water quality is actually increased by 75%. Okay, and anti-radiation is generally believed that receiving too much radiation may cause symptoms such as fidget, bleeding gums, lost hair, hair loss. No, so but with this we have anti-radiation. It actually helps us to block off our radiation. So this water not only just for drinking, we also use for external spray. What was good for external spray? Because it helps to moisturize the skin. And if you use the water to spray, you can see that it very quickly it hydrates and it improves the fine lines of our facial. So it actually improves the facial contour, increase the firmness, and improve the skin elasticity. So it can also be used to clean wounds, and it does helps in the healing of the wounds. Later we'll give you some testimony on the wounds. And what is this? Terahertz water device. So what is this device about? It is a non-contact molecule low frequency resonance activation water device. So this is not a filter. This is actually a water device that activates all legible liquids and also uses an unique physical methods of no additional or no contact to activate the water in the caster state. So with this device, also we have 13 certificates and 5 patents. So what are the 13 certificates? If you all are the newcomers, if you all need this, please kindly ask from the person who brought you in. So these are the certificates that we have, the 13 certificates and the 5 patents that we have. Okay. Disclaimer, terahertz water device cannot be used as medicine. If you are currently taking any medicine, please continue to take your medicine until your doctor asks you to stop. Yeah. So these are some of the testimony that we have regarding after they use our water. This is none other than George from Penang. He has, after 1.5 months of drinking the water, the hair actually glow and change from gray to black. This is one of our leaders in Singapore. That's William. He's also look at 80 days of water. Terrace, after drinking terrace water, you can see his hair from gray to black over here. Those that are having skin problems. So this is a result of after 46 days, the skin improve. This is on drinking for allergy problems, which this is one also of my client has faced. After she has very bad allergy problem also, but after drinking our water, actually she can start to eat chicken, because before that, when she eats chicken, her whole skin gets allergy. And this is Miss Chen from China. She has 4th stage of breast cancer, but she drink terrace water for 8 months and see a lot of difference because the water helps her. This is a woman from Kuching who's severely suffering from uterine cancer stage 4, and the cancer cells are normal after taking a test of drinking terrace water for 5 months. This is where we say why we can spray on our face. So this is a result of after spraying an hour with terrace water from Alostar. You can see the difference of the lines, the fine lines over here and over here. And this is improvement of vitiligo after drinking terrace water. You see the skin here, and then you compare, it's much lighter. This is Mr. Chen has an accident, crashed himself by the door of the truck during the busy Chinese New Year. So what he do is he drink the water and also soak his hand in the terrace water, and it heals in 4 days. In 4 days. So this is on the result of 9 days after using terrace water with the burnt skin. Look at the skin. See? And this one is oil burns, the result of oil burns, 1st day, 5th day, and you see 9 days. Yeah. This one is the result of drinking 4 liters of terrace water each day. After 23 days, the blood sugar actually has dropped from 25.8 to 5.3. This is Mr. Wong from Malacca. And we have this for a renal dialysis patient. The result improved after drinking terrace water for about 1.5 months. So what we meant by, even though he's having dialysis, but the toxins that is in the body, so their result has become better. Although he's having dialysis, this one of my clients also, a dialysis patient for 5 years, and she actually cannot urine anymore. There's no more urine, but after drinking our water, she increased from 500 ml to 1 to 1.5 liter of water. And she says that she actually can urine, which actually is good. It helps to detox rather than just depending on the dialysis machine. And she find that after that, when she go for dialysis, she don't feel so tired after her dialysis session. So this is madam. This madam has diabetic, also is a kidney dialysis patient for many years. But after drinking terrace water for 12 days, she has a very amazing result of the legs is much not so swollen and not so dry, and also his diabetics reading has went down to 5.8. This is only 2 days of bathing and spraying with terrace water. The allergic rash and on the neck and body of the baby's skin has improved. See from here to here. Okay. And this one we have is from Singapore. The wall scroll on the feet, and subsequently it improved after soaking the leg in terahertz water. Okay, now when you terahertz or when you resonate a water, please do not put in a metal object into the terahertz healthy water device during the process. So after processing the water, you can reheat the water. So some of them, a very common question that you ask is that, can I boil the water then resonate? Try not to, because when you boil the water, then you resonate, there will be steam going up to the device, which will spoil the device. So we encourage you, after you filtered the water, you resonate the water first, then you put it to boil. It will not change the resonation, okay? And drink on time. To ensure water activeness and cleanliness, the resonated water should be drank as soon as possible, because unless those that are staying very far, then you can resonate and keep in a cool place, not under the sun. We can keep, okay? The next one is, who are the people should avoid? The people who have pacemaker should not drink the water. So we don't want to disturb the pacemaker. So during drinking of the water, and patient with major illness or advanced stage. So we also don't encourage those patients who just had their operation to drink the water, because we won't know what's happening in their body after their operation. Okay. Now, what are the possible reactions and signs when you drink our terrace water? So the first one will be dry and thirst. So this is a sign from the cell indicating that the body is in a state of severe water shortage. That's what happened to me when I first drink the water. I chase after another 6 cups because I am in a severe state of water shortage. Okay. The next one that you will feel after drinking our water is that you have some nausea or you will have some snoring during your sleep. This is due to the poor performance of the spleen and the stomach. So it has begun to improve. That's why you have all these signs and reaction. So the third one will be flatulence, which is the stomach is having detoxification. And like what I said, when you start to drink the terrace water, you'll feel that your urine is very, very smelly. That means that the toxins are actually exerting out from the urine. Yeah. Now, why do we choose this terahertz water device? Because there are 10 reasons. Everybody needs to drink water, right? So if you really count the cost of this device, it's a low cost of 1,006, but it's a worldwide business. That's number one. Second, it's low cost because it's high return, because it's not only for you to drink, but it's for the health of the whole family. So when you resonate the water, your whole family can drink. And you only pay once for many years without having to maintain it for every month. And the product speaks by itself, because visually, when you drink the water, you will feel the difference of, like what I say, is 680 times viscosity. So if the minute you drink the water compared to your normal water with only filtered but not racinated, you'll find that this water is much sweeter and more smoother to drink. Okay, and it multiplies fast, duplicate, and has a strong marketing plan. Later, I'll share with you on the marketing plan. The market is new, so it's big. There are business opportunity everywhere. So small device, and it's easy, it's convenient to carry anywhere you want to go. And the water residence can be made in huge quantity. It is also the latest terahertz technology. So one of the top 10 that we're going to change the future. So the market potential for terahertz healthy functional water is still untapped with opportunities. So health product that every family needs and also is used for everyone is a $1 trillion health business. Yeah. So that's my sharing for today. Thank you. Krisa, over to you, Krisa. Krisa.
Well, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much for delivering the class. Then we are talking about drinking water. There's one point that I would like to bring out. Drinking coffee and tea doesn't count into the amount of water that you drink per day, because I have many people asking me, I drink 3 cups of tea, I drink water, or some say I drink 3 cups of coffee, not forgetting that tea and coffee, they have caffeine and they are diuretic. The diuretic, they actually, flush out more, water out from your body, so your body will be deprived of water. If you're talking about drinking water, enough water, meaning to say it's the real plain water, real plain terahertz water. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are about 150 over of you all here, and I'm sure there are quite a number of existing terahertz healthy water device user or member. Would anyone like to share with their experience? Would anybody like to share?
Is anybody like to share your experience of drinking the water? Or I don't know whether have you all listened to my talk, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, right, Krisa, regarding the high blood pressure,
Yes.
hypertension. Was it 3 weeks ago? Krisa?
2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago, yeah. Because if we are shortage of water, why we get into hypertension? Okay, this is a research. You all can go into the internet to have a look also. That because if we are shortage of water, our body immune system actually will work to so that we can function properly. So if we are shortage of water, actually it will keep the sodium or potassium in our bloodstream. That's why some of them say you get high blood pressure is due to taking intake of too much salt. But is that the truth? No. If you have seen my slide in 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago regarding hypertension, you'll know that actually is our body who actually lock up some of the potassium in our bloodstream so that it can help our body to function better. So that is partial the reason why we go into high blood pressure, so into hypertension. So it's not about it's about more about you're drinking not enough water. That's why I think quite a number of you did answer that you are drink 2 liter, 3 liter. But okay, take it this way: if you have drink 2 liters of water, but that day you're having some exercise or the weather is very hot, So that also doesn't, if your body and if your weight of your body is more than 60 kg, that means it's not enough of water for your body too. Your body need at least, like for my weight, I need at least 3 liters of water. So without that 3 liters of water, actually we are already in a shortage of water. Even a shortage of 2 to 3% of water, it actually does, once you accumulate, you will spoil our health. Yes. Okay, any question from the ground, or is there anybody that would like to share? How does this device physically turn the water molecules frequency or structure? Okay, Julie, if you see my first few slides, we actually says that this is through a terahertz wave. Through this wave, actually it breaks down the water molecules or the cluster to become a single linear structure, so that it's much easier for the water cell. Our water cell have water channel. That's what is stated in the Nobel Prize in 2003, that Peter Eric has already found that every cell of our body has a water channel. So this water channel is only 2 nanometers. So it's only through our this device, which is we call a terahertz wave, and we resonate it, the water becomes single linear. So if you see my previous slide of 7.6, that is how narrow the width of it, so it can easily penetrate into our cell, our water channel cell. Okay, what's the question? Krista, you have to help me on the question because.
Okay, I'm reading the first one. If drink terahertz with juicing fruits, I reckon she's trying to.
I reckon that she used the terahertz device to go and resonate the juice.
Yeah, or maybe she mixed terahertz water with a juice. We don't see any problem.
No, okay. Like we say, because this device is legible to use for all liquids. So this include your juice, your wine, your milk. What will it happen if you resonate with the device is that they will help you to break the molecules to smaller molecule, linear structure. So it's much easier to be absorbed by the cell of your body. I hope I answered that questions.
Okay, so, the next question is that is this terahertz water can cure gout?
Gout. Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, just to tell you, whatever we are answering now is through the experience of on ground all the members that they feedback to us. Okay, gout is also something that you are shortage of water. That's why the gout crystals stays in your usually your joints. So we already state, we don't say cure, we say it will, when the water is resonated to a single linear molecule, and it's much easier to penetrate into your cell, your body cell, and your body cell will do the healing. It's not whether can it be cured. I can't answer you this question. I'm sorry. Okay.
After resonate and boil the water, should the hot water be kept in a closed lid porcelain pot, glass container, or can the hot water be left on the pot without the lid uncovered? So she's asking whether to put in a container or can leave with the lid uncovered. So
okay, after resonating the boiled water, usually we encourage you all to put I think your Malaysia I don't know whether you're from Malaysia, from where, but we still have the old type of flask where there is a glass in there. That is a better container than the now currently we are using the steel or metal type.
Okay, the next question. Hey, presenter, can I get the slide from you? They can watch it on Facebook. In fact, they can watch it on.
Yeah, y'all can watch it from the Facebook Live, okay?
Yeah, okay. Just to answer to Johnny Wong, your question is 1,006 in Sing dollar. In Malaysia, it's 4,500 ringgit. And the next question is, how do we know this device still function after a year?
Okay,
Yep.
we have used the so-called the lemon test. The other thing is that because after you start drinking our water, when you drink and the water tastes different, you will know that how we say that usually we use it as a lemon test, but to be very frank, when you start drinking our water, after a certain time you switch and the device is not working, you will definitely know, because that's what happened to one of my clients who actually just started drinking 2 weeks. And the third week only, she said, Linda, there's something wrong. I don't taste the water like the way we tasted the last 2 weeks. So I say, shouldn't be. So when I went to have a look, then I realized that it was the wire that was not functioning properly. It doesn't resonate for 3 minutes. So maybe it's just resonate less than 1 minute. Then the device stopped because the wire was not functioning well. So I changed the wire for her. So that's how I can answer your question, because after you have been drinking the water, you will taste that it's much smoother, and you can use the lemon taste to test to do the difference of the function of the water. So far, I've used 1 year or so. My device is still good.
Yes, I have also somebody after 7 months was asking me the same question, and I also asked him to did the lemon test, and then 1 week later he come back and said, wow, it's really a great difference, you know. Yes,
yeah.
Lemon test, very good test. The next one is about eczema. Big medical question.
After checking out from young and now and youth age, control steroid previously, but now on TCM, how does this water helps, and how much to drink and spray? Well, beside water, anything can help. Like we say, we are sharing on the part where all our on the ground, all our members are sharing with us. For severe eczema problem, I have also two. One is my cousin and one is my cousin's friend who are already in their 40s. They have a very bad eczema problem. Okay, very bad. Their skin is very bad eczema problem. So after talking and realizing, it comes up to square one, where they are drinking not enough water. That's why. So especially you have to use steroids. So for the beginning, when you start drinking the water, start help to flush out what's there first. And because you have been using steroid, it's also good that you use water and you start drinking slowly and slowly increase it to flush off the toxin and the steroid medicine that is in your body first. And how much to spray? If you can spray it daily, that's the best. And if you can drink more and spray, and some of them even use the resonate water to bathe, that really helps them. So it really depends on yourself and your own immune to help yourself, especially when it comes to drinking water. I hope I answer your questions.
It's the faith that we have in the water, like Dr. Prabhu always say, you know, you offer gratitude to the water, the faith and the diligence how diligent you are in taking the water and sipping water throughout the day. Not that you just take one gubbing down 1 liter of water, then 1 or twice per day, is drinking throughout the day. So this question, terahertz water used to juice this quantity can be included in the total quantity required by the body of 3 liters. So he's saying that
So you use it as a juice. Okay, that's what we say. It depends on the the more we say when we use our device to terahertz is we are more considered it as a plain water and a juice, but it's good to include juice with water. I think 3 liter if your weight like what you calculated is enough, then it's good enough. Yeah, but it's okay to drink more water. Yeah, I'm going for laser surgery for my kidney stone next week. Can I still drink the water till the day of surgery? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can drink the water. So can I drink it immediately after the surgery? My advice, I'm not doctor, but what we say is that because directly straight after your surgery, it's better to let your wound heals a bit first before you start, and you drink small quantity to start. Yes. Am I right, Krista?
Because this one, she's saying that she's going for laser surgery. Laser surgery will be very, I reckon, it's a small keyhole. Then, but if it's not so much of so-called internal cutting, bleeding, like for my case, I had internal bleeding because I have a very big fall last year in July, and the back of my head. So I was admitted to the A&E, and then they found that internal bleeding. Then I took the initiative. Why I bring terahertz water along with me was that actually I was about to go out. Then I had a fall by the doorway. So myself, you bring the same bag, then I had my terahertz water, but I didn't dare to drink because I stopped drinking terahertz water for 2 days after I'm out of the A&E to the normal ward. Then I start drinking a little bit of the terahertz water. Thank you.
So people with gout is due to high acidity in the body. So remedy is drinking alkaline water versus Kangen device. Enhance it with our terahertz device. Also eat high alkaline food. Stay away from sugar. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you for sharing. So the person that is having gout, yes, this is some ways that Dennis has shared. The water can easily remove stain on metal surface, so it's harmful to our intestine. Rita, do you read that question?
This water can easily remove stain on metal surface. So is it harmful to our intestine? So if you, in that case, we ensure that we have this, we store this water in porcelain or in glass, or even, let's say for my case and many of our team members, we use the glass-based flask. We use a glass-based flask to store our so-called boiled water, but we didn't boil it. Usually we boil to about 65 or 70 degrees. Then you make it ensure that you use good quality container. Then try to avoid stainless steel. Try to avoid stainless steel. But I still do. I still do boiling of my water in this stainless steel electric kettle.
Yes, Dennis is helping us to answer some of the questions. So drink a lot of terahertz water. You are dehydrating. That's why stones are caused by high acidity and lack of water. Freddie, how to resonate huge volume of water? So Freddie, usually your huge volume of water, usually the most now we use is the 5.5 liter, those mineral water bottle. That's 5.5. that one we can just resonate one time and then you can share with people. So how huge is your huge volume? Okay, how to drink and use for cataract eyes. Okay, there is some of our Singapore members, if you all know, and teacher Anna, she shared that, you know, because she's also doing a lot of cooking. So in what she do is she use those those people who using to wash your eyes. What's that called, Krisa? It's
The
a
last
copper,
time, the
right?
olden days, we call that the optract, but now we can buy online, which is quite flexible material. Then you can just you can stick it to both your eyes. That's why sometimes I do it also. But a lot of the older so-called older member, they can actually, you know, they call that the eye you know, spa, and then after a while they can actually see, you know, the cataract or whatever peeling out, and then they have so much clearer vision for
Yeah,
the older one.
especially those who are in the kitchen who are cooking, because just do a sharing. I had my auntie's friend who is a hawker frying oyster. So he said his vision was a bit blurred and need to go for operation, but I actually give her 2 bottles of Terrace water and he used it to spray and wash, and he find that the vision is much better now. So why is it be a cataract? Is because it's the layer that is always on the eye. So what you can do is, if it is just beginning only, you can use this water and use those ice thing to wash the eyes rather than spray. Then you will feel the difference. Okay, even if your eyes are tired, you also that you have been on the computer for most of the time, you can just spray on the eyes. You will feel that your vision are much clearer.
Yes, we have also Denise Liu so sharing. Yeah, people are spraying Paris water to the eyes and
Yeah,
bathe the
with the
eyes. Yes,
eyes, with
a
the
lot.
Terrace
Yeah,
water.
that's what I always do, because I always carry at least two bottles or with me. One is the Kangen Beauty water to spray on my face. Then the other one I spray into my eyes. I use the normal 7.5 to 8 to spray into my eyes. I always carry 2 bottles with me in my handbag.
So how about the 5 gallons of water? How long should I resonate? For gallons of water, actually, what we do is, if you are having our jar, our terahertz, our jar, it's advisable that you just resonate and then pour down to your thing, rather than put it in a big 5 gallon, because 5 gallon is how many liters? We have to calculate, no?
Gallon,
Yeah,
gallon to
it's
liter.
quite a number of
Yeah, gallon to
liter, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
our advice is that, you know, our device is actually for 3.5 liter of water, but we can go up to 5 liter of water per time per resonation. So it's still 3 minutes per time, but if 5 gallon, we have to divide out, and then it's better that we use 5 liter, and then we fill up. Yeah.
Oh, 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters.
So you see, 5 gallon is about 15, 18 liters of water already. So it's the best effective is still that we use max is 5 liter per resonate of 3 minutes. Okay, hope I answered that questions. I got
Yes.
eyes allergy, so when I feel my eyes itchy, I use terahertz water to wash and spray, and it really works. Yes, that is what, thank you, Ken, for sharing, because that is what most of them, or most of the members feedback, that if their eyes are allergic, even recently I've seen my friend's daughter who suddenly the eyes were so red. So we just do a spray, less than 5 minutes, the redness just goes off. Yeah. Use a small cup like 3 ounce, fill it up and dip your head down When you ice to the water, you see a lot of dirt in a cup of water. Yes, thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis. You have been helping a lot on answering our question. Thank you.
Dennis also very interesting. A lot of exploration, exploration. Yeah.
So there's one question: why isn't scientifically not proven? I don't get what you mean.
One of the presenter he resonate is why. Yeah, that was Albert. What is the benefit? It's so much smoother because someone was sharing us. That means to say I do not need to buy expensive wine. I buy wine of normal price, and then I resonate. It tastes so smooth and nice.
Yes. What's the benefit of resonating wine is that your wine become more smoother. Yes. Okay, I think they answered the 18.92 liter of water for 5 gallons. Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, there's one interesting question I would like to answer. Any experience curing? You use the, like we said, we don't use the word curing fibroids, but if you're talking about fibroids, in fact, many of our leaders from the ground, especially from the Mandarin session Zoom, they are a lot around sharing that after drinking, they go and check the fibroid, it literally gone. I heard quite a number of feedback from the presenter, in the Chinese Zoom. And then for myself, if you're talking about, because I have a little cyst, they were called nodules and cysts around my thyroid region, because I have the total removal of my thyroid glands 10 years ago. And then the doctor subsequently, all these years, the doctor always follow up and very careful of what is happening around my thyroid zone itself. But I have to say that because there's once that we will do the so-called the scanning once in maybe 2 years or so, So happened to be last year in November. Yes, last year in November, the doctor found there is one big one, the biggest being 2.4. So this year, 2021, February, I went back. It has actually literally shrunk to almost zero. It becomes 0.07. So, and the best example is Mei Feng. Mei Feng from the Singapore team, that she has been drinking certain brand of water, the famous water filter. And her problem was very persistent until she started resonating the water from the branded water filter, and she see results so fast that there's this cyst around her thyroid side that shrunk from 4 cm to 2 cm. Thank you.
okay, so there are questions that Dr. Prabhu explained that he resonate oil times twice. Actually, no. Dr. Prabhu say he resonate cooking oil is times 3 times, because cooking oil are much thicker, so it's around 3 times for cooking oil. And what's the benefit of resonating cooking oil is that the thing that you fried with the food is much crispier, and the oil that is retained in the food is lesser. So actually, you have more oil to use. You don't waste your oil, and the oil are not stuck to the food.
Linda, Dennis Lee is correct, because Dr. Prabhu did mention in not the previous one, the week before last week, he did say because of he did twice, he did the experiment. He said one day he will come up with the this slide, the experiment to show us that there's a difference between resonating once or twice, because he has been.
No, I'm talking about the cooking oil.
Yeah, you talk about cooking oil, but Dr. Dennis Lee talked about Dr. Prabhu resonate water twice to enhance the energy.
Okay.
Yes, he did mention he will. One day he will share with us the how the experiment he will share with us. So Dennis Lee is correct. Yes.
Today, like a lot of questions, Grisa.
Yeah, but I'm very sorry that we will have to answer 1 or 2 more questions, and then we will have to start with the marketing plan.
Oh, does it help in lose weight? Yes, it does. So you must depends on how much water you drink per day. So I've tried. If consecutively I drink 5 liters of water for 3 days, I can lose 2 kg of weight. Okay. Wow.
Yes, you're losing weight is fantastic.
Yeah, I think good. We have finished answering all the questions.
Yeah, before that, we still have a water. Can I resonate 4 times for 1 shot for 5 gallon? Like that is the reason why they make the jar in that shape and then advocate 3.5. Scientifically, that is a reason, but many of us also have tried up to 6 liter and it still work good. But 5 gallon at one time, Linda, I reckon we have to go back to the inventor to ask this question.
It's not 5 gallon at one time, but it's better to, like we say, the company has already given a guideline of 3.5 the jar,
Yes.
the guideline. That is then we also have tried to 5 liters per time of 3 minutes resonation. Other than that, if you say 5 gallons, but you just resonate it 4 times, this one we cannot answer you this question. Yeah.
Okay, Linda, we have to round up and we have to start presenting the marketing plan now because it's 5:15. Thank you all for all your questions.
Thank you, everybody,
and for your sharing.
Participating in the Q&A. But I hope that the next round, there were people coming out to share what's their experience of drinking terahertz water. Okay.
And thank you, Dennis Lee, so much. Thank you so much for the active,
Yes, thank you, Dennis, for helping out the questions, the Q&A. Let me go into the marketing plan. Give me a minute, yeah.